How to move from VAT to GST. Learning objectives of this video are: what is the procedure to move from VAT to GST? How do I make sure that my input tax credit under VAT gets carried forward to GST? What happens if one of my customer returns the goods after GST is implemented? What happens to my VAT registration after GST? How to be ready for GST? What is the procedure to move from VAT to GST? All dealers registered with VAT authorities and having a valid PAN will be auto-migrated and allotted with a provisional certificate of registration in Form GST REG-21. Within 6 months, dealers are required to submit Form GST REG-20 in the GST Portal along with information and documents as prescribed. If the information provided is complete and satisfactory, final registration certificate will be issued in Form GST Registration 06. If the details submitted are not satisfactory, a show cause notice will be issued in Form GST Registration 23, and there will be a hearing before cancelling the provisional registration. If the show cause hearing is not successful, or if the details are not provided within the stipulated period, the provisional registration allotted in Form GST Registration 21 will be cancelled by issuing an order in Form GST Registration 22. How do I make sure that my input tax credit under VAT gets carried forward to GST? You will be allowed to carry forward the input tax credit in your current returns as SGST after GST as follows. If the input has accrued on purchase, you have to make sure the following conditions are satisfied. You should have the invoices or other prescribed tax documents for such purchase. The date of such invoices should not be older than 12 months. It has to be declared in the last VAT return. It has to qualify for input credit under GST. You should not have opted for a composite scheme under GST. If the input has accrued on buying a capital asset, you have to make sure the following conditions are satisfied. Such credit has been deferred or delayed credit because of the starting date of commercial production. Such credit is declared in the last VAT return. What happens if one of my customer returns the goods after GST is implemented? The table shown explains the tax treatment in 4 different scenarios. What happens to my VAT registration after GST? Once the transfer to GST is effected, the VAT registration will automatically stand cancelled. How to be ready for GST? GST, among other benefits, will help you grow your business by bringing in reduction in prices and giving you access to pan-India market with unified taxes. Make sure your input tax credits are disclosed in the last VAT returns appropriately and necessary purchase documents are in place. On the other hand, to avail these benefits and make compliances easier, you will have to adopt superior next-gen technology. If you have been using plain accounting software, now it's time to upgrade. Move to Reach Accountant, the preferred online accounting software, which helps you automate your entire business across branches and helps you grow faster. For more details, visit reachaccountant.com.